This week is the 40th birthday of Mick Jagger, a pop milestone if ever there was one. And right on cue, Methuen publish Jagger by Carrie Schofield, a lady who's never even met the intriguingly enigmatic Mick, but of whom she writes, no other 20th century entertainer, with the possible exceptions of Garbo and Valentino, has been accorded anything like his mythological status. I'd have thought Munro and Presley beat Mick hands down in the mythology stakes, but Miss Schofield must have forgotten them. Trevor Dan, is the book worth reading?
I don't think it is really. It disappointed me terribly because when I saw it I thought, this is a book. This looks like the kind of thing you get out of a library. And I thought this could be as good as Philip Norman's book about the Beatles, Shout. But in fact, even though it's got a hard cover, it's really no more reputable, I don't think, than those awful floppy biopics that take longer to write than they do to research and come out in response to the latest cult, be it Kajagoogoo or Duran Duran. And you chose a good quote, and there are others. She says at one point, Mick is the luckiest and happiest man alive. And she keeps describing things as intriguing. And I don't really think that she adds a great deal of analysis. And as a biopic, it's low on pics, isn't it? And they're all black and white, and we've seen most of them before. And I'm afraid it's desperately low on biog as well, so I wouldn't recommend it.
So it's just, what, a cuttings and paste job brought out exactly on the right date?
That's how it looked to me. As you said, she didn't meet him. There's no in-depth interview material with him. And it didn't really tell me much more than I would have got from a series of back copies of The Rolling Stone.
Douglas, is this the sort of thing you'd like to go and read if it's any good?
Yeah, I'd like to read it, but I think it's what the record business is best at, in that it hypes things out of proportion. You know, the public love to read gossip, and if there's some gossip involved in the book, then they'll buy it. But to me, as a musical connoisseur, it's not the sort of thing that I would believe in. You know,
there's no musical analysis of the Stones. It's just gossip, is it?
Yeah, or anything that you can believe. I mean, the fact that she hasn't even met Mick Jagger, you know, and can write a book about him, it's unbelievable to me. Yeah.
People have written good biographies of people without actually meeting them, haven't they?
Yeah, well, I'd still disbelieve someone that hadn't actually met the person.
What about the image of Jagger you get from the book? I mean, the amazing transformation from the 60s figure of an evil, sexy figure to today's good-natured, fun, sexy figure. Is there any analysis of that, John?
Well, I think it's all really been said before. She's left quite a few important things out of the book. Around about the 66-67 period, when a transformation of the Stones was happening. She's not really mentioned some of the more important facts.
Like what?
Well, various, when they went into things, when they went, did some TV, and they did the drag sequence and things, they got a lot of publicity at the time. That was never mentioned. When the Stones were trying to go out in shock, when they all were dressing up in drag and doing album covers like this, and everything was sort of hushed up with the record company, that was never mentioned. And it's the same old story, you know, it's the sort of more well-known facts that are once again repeated in yet another book about the Stones.
So we should wait to see what Jagger's own ghosted
well, I was just going to say, I mean, he's currently
autobiography, and indeed Philip Norman's book.
He's currently writing his own, which I think will probably be the most interesting one of the lot, I would have thought.
One hopes so.
Yeah.